and then if nobody has objections, I'll take my mask off just up while I'm up here so that they can hear me and you guys can hear me better. I think we're good though. Are we all set? So we're all here for Ruth Bader Ginsburg and to honor her legacy because we tragically lost her. Sorry, I just got done talking about my mask and left it on. So we're here to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg tonight, her legacy. It's more or less, a unifying issue. Should be. We tragically lost her this past weekend, and we thought it would be a good idea to show some solidarity everywhere. So we'll start our moment of silence now. Okay. If anyone's prepared anything to say, you're welcome to. I wrote something to share. So I'll go ahead. Joan Ruth Bader, a unicorn. She informally changed her name early on to differentiate herself from the other Joans in her class. She was a girl after my own heart, favoring shop class to home economics. She was smart and witty with a life equated by perseverance through sadness and an endless staircase to her success. Endless because the woman served this country through personal grief and professional disappointments because her aspirations for our country were compassionate and revolutionary. Her mother died days before her high school graduation. Her first husband was drafted to the Army after they had their first child. She was a mother who continued her educational pursuits, which unjustly enough was the reason it was hard for her to find employment in her expertise, despite graduating at the top of her class. She even nursed her husband as he recovered from testicular cancer while moving on with her destiny. It wasn't until a professor from Columbia vouched for her that she was hired in 1959 for clerkship. There had only been 2 women serving as federal justices. She later became the first woman to sit on Harvard Law Review's editorial staff and the second woman in American history to sit on the Supreme Court in 1993. I was 3 years old when our nation nominated its second woman to our highest court. She was paid less because she was a married woman and felt it necessary to obscure her body as she carried her second child until she earned tenure in her employment. Fast forwarding to the areas of law she was arguably most passionate to serve, human rights. Ironically enough, her first mending of injustice was reversing a discriminatory tax code against single men with claimed dependents. She became a champion for anti-discrimination based on gender early on. Never one to succumb to niceties, she knew how to steer the law while issuing clever dissents. Her retort to state-run University of Virginia Military Institute's policy that the men-only admission to this program of its military-focused education was unsuitable for women. She retorted that the program was in fact unsuitable for the vast majority of students, regardless of gender. RGB is a feminist hero echoing the belief that poor women should have the same access to reproductive choices as wealthy women. She is the reason we have equal pay laws today and an upholding of voter rights for now. She is beloved by progressives for her disdain of coddling corporate interests, stating the decision upheld in Citizens United versus the FEC was the worst ruling the court ever made. She was right. Justice Bader Ginsburg was fierce, resilient, honorable, and brilliant. Today we mourn, tomorrow we revolt,